Thing's gonna freaking take on all gas time. Oh, all right, I'm fucking on. Alrighty, this is the Lone Wolf here. I'm just giving you a little bit of a sports review, at least a sports review from the weekend, and maybe a little bit of a chat if anybody's freaking watching. Possibly not. Who knows? But I'll get on with it anyway. Starting off with the NBA from the past weekend's scores, which will just start with the freaking main attraction game from that day with the Spurs and the Cavaliers, and the Spurs winning, overcoming the mighty Cavaliers 118 to 115. It took 5 quarters on it too. With Kawhi Leonard leading the Spurs over with 14 points, going off 15 to 30 shooting. Aldridge with 16 points, 12 rebounds, having 6 assists. While we got along here on the other side for Cleveland, Kyrie almost over since grabbing himself a triple double. I think about 10 rebounds, so he had 29 points and 9 assists. And LeBron also with 29 points and 7 assists on there. And Tristan Thompson with a double-double, grabbing 14 points and 12 rebounds. At least other scores in there include the 76ers losing to the Hawks 93-110, and the Knicks losing to the Suns 107 to 105. And the Bulls overcoming the Kings over there 102 to 99. Yeah, sorry about the cough there. Yeah, I feel like I'm kind of starting to get sick there. Not really there though, but I might need to start drinking some cough medicine soon, possible. But while I'm at it, and that's when the Saturday games, so there's another games on Sunday. Yeah, if it ever load up. Well, a lot of scores included on there from LA losing mildly bad to Dallas 122 to 73. Ooh, they got their heads bashed the fuck in. Phoenix beating Toronto 115 to 103. Denver losing to Minnesota 108 to 111. And Golden State beating Orlando by seemingly looks like 20 plus 118 to 98. And we take a look from the past week in the NFL, or should I say from yesterday's 2 games on there, where we have the Super Bowl set, and I was halfway right with the New England Patriots facing off against the Atlanta Falcons. I guess I got to say, at least I was somewhat right on that. I almost wanted Packers and Patriots to really go in the Super Bowl. I'm still with my pick. I was just so close. But it just couldn't be done, though, with the Packers suffering their vicious injuries over there. Oh, boy, having probably 5 players plus on offense, probably another 4 plus players over there at defense, suffering from injuries. Yeah. So bad sense. And the numbers includes on there with Matt Ryan going 27 for 38, going over 300 yards throwing. And Aaron Rodgers, he scored 3 touchdowns. He only had an interception. And that ran scored 4 touchdowns and no interceptions. They having like a damn near perfect QBR rating. Or somewhat, or should I say quarterback rating over there, 139.4. I don't think I really care about that number too much. And just the other stats include Devontae Freeman going for 42 rushing attempts, going for 42 yards. Big hitter those Coleman going up there with 11 attempts with 29 yards, which includes a touchdown. And Matt Ryan going there with a rushing touchdown. Oh, And Julio Jones damn near having 200 yards receiving, catching 12 balls for a total of 180 yards. Scored two touchdowns up there. And also with Monte Freeman and Mohamed Sanu adding touchdowns on there to it. While on the other side, we got Jerry Cook. We scored for 12 receptions for 7 yards. I was sorry, not 12 receptions. Yes, 7 receptions for 78 yards. They go scoring a touchdown one with Jameer Nelson. And from the other game, the New England Patriots defeating the Pittsburgh Steelers 17-36. And Tom Brady, damn near having a perfect game belongs there for himself. Throwing for 3 touchdowns, going 32 for 42, and having over 380 yards passing. There's Ben Roethlisberger on the other side, not really bad on him for himself, 31 for 47, and over 300 yards himself. Only coming up though with 1 touchdown and 1 interception. So a bit hangry in a sense, And kind of a quick review on there from the whole playoffs itself, because I don't really feel like there was really much to say on there. The final score for Atlanta on there, 21-44, but let's get real though. It almost felt like it was freaking more like 44-7 than the way they was getting bashed in. They're being down probably 24 up there in the first half. Being put up, or shall I say after the first half, when we down by 24-0, jumping off to an early lead like that. That should be same for halftime. It was up 17-0. And at least one on there from the other side of the game on the New England played a pretty they played a combination in perfect game. They're with their defense, finding different ways to get to Ben Roethlisberger. Shall I say coming up for actually that was just trying to happen and then just ran across me. Damn, it ran across me. Oh boy. How many sacks were there? I'm pretty sure they got sacks. Damn it. Hell. Got Ben Roethlisberger throwing the interception off for freaking that pass rush getting to him. And really just for them overall, kind of stuffing down, making that offense one-dimensional in Pittsburgh and stopping that running game. That was really the real impressive defeat there for the Patriots. Kind of the real story for the game over there. And how New England's offense was just running flat on pier and making Pittsburgh's defense look bad. Hell, all their zone play, listen to all their zone playing they were doing. And feel mighty scared of running man. They again, they probably wouldn't matter if they ran man, but man, the probably receivers going to end up beating them anyway from seeing cycle, man. Yeah. Nothing really exciting to really talk about and chill about from all that. And really, if you kind of look at it from these whole NFL playoffs in itself, maybe you can include the whole season. The whole season is kind of a regular day. Nothing really too exciting out there from this way. You just kind of look back on there, the top headlines on there, the annoying Dallas ass Cowboys, and them having their fucking drama-filled bullshit about what quarterback is going to go in, and they're going to go to Romo, and they soon they get off. They're going to stick with that. Hell. And the only other story probably besides Met on there, but it's probably the whole thing about Brady and the 4-game suspension. But hell, the Patriots really seemed phased by that story. With them going 3-1 and with the 4 games that Brady was gone before coming back. And aside from that, just it's kind of the same old normal press style bullshit. Kind of connect with the Cleveland Browns being stanking. The shit skirts. I should call them the shit marks. The skin marks. And just other sorts of bullshit like that. We shall transition to a very exciting card on there for the weekend for Bellator. Nice displacement fights on there. Both from the preliminary card and the main card itself on there. Overall, something good to look back for a while. You have it on there with Tito. Getting a great farewell send-off on there for his last fight. Going in, stopping the freaking grinding office from trail. And sitting in, going in, sitting in, stopping from his, I should say, guillotine type of choke. Somewhat more like a Dosh choke again, and just try to smudge over from the guillotine from there. But from there on, Tio was just around there, got on top of him, and swiftly moved down there to full mount release before taking his back and ultimately getting him with a great naked. And muscling his freaking way through that great naked too. At least when Braun was looking on there, he sort of had his head wrapped around the arm and not really having the grip seat under the neck. But more or less, though, seemed like Chael couldn't take the pain, tapped out like a little bitch. I mean, there was other exciting fights going on there. Somewhat in the first fight in the main card from Derek Anderson and Darren Capos. With Capos capping off with the decision win. I guess a controversial fight on there from Hisage Kato and Relic Gracie. Though, they can't be really much of a controversy on that. And one favorite thing, I would have just scored that shit a draw. And just a draw on the opinion, the fact that all they did during the entire process of the fight was just sit around, try to throw lazy punches, and just circle around looking at each other right in the face. Just looking at them right in the eyes like they're scared on the freaking first day. Scared to make that first move. Fucking hey. That's a fucking absolute candidate for worst fight of the year. They probably fucking end up winning. But that was about the only bad mark on there from the Bellator Live TV television card. Probably one of the highlights on there, and maybe the possible fight of the night. Definitely knockout of the night for Paul Daly. Sitting in, ending the fight with a nice spinning back elbow combo and transition into a flying knee, cracking Brandon Ward right in the face. Good thing in the sense though for Brandon Ward, he's all right. He just sort of had kind of a crack fracture on there with a hard cut on his side of his head. Well, that's what expected though from taking a kind of a perfectly placed, perfectly thrown flying knee. And very vicious at it. Ooh, that was just devastating. But I feel like from there was an overall exciting event out there calling for Bellator. At least clear on there Saturday night. And if you want, you can still go back and review over the Sorba Fight Cast, but live reaction review on there on Stein Kaufman's channel. You just search for the name. And it should have on there for the Bellator 170 event. And let's see. And probably a little bit of side bit of news on there. Probably a little freaking side bits on there. We got at first here we got Melendez stating more of a desire on there and planning, and well, I should say doing possible plannings to drop down a featherweight and possibly start a new leaf on his fight career there in that division. That includes plans of trying to fight for the belt. But we'll see if on for that. So that'd be a good move in a sense. I mean, he's kind of been stalling on there. Wouldn't really per se completely down on there along the ranks in the lightweight division, but I feel like he's more along the middle of the road. So, sort of like he's sort of there, not completely down, but he has quite a bit of ways to go on there. And I would think on there making a move on there to featherweight, for a good healthy standing one on it could be a great thing along there for El Nino down the future. It just depends on how the transition goes from dropping the weight and going through all the regression areas and training and all that before he led on to the fight. But in the current state of his, I say it's a good idea, kind of a refreshing idea for Gilbert to do so. And let's see. From there, we also have kind of special tidbit of news on there about Anderson Silva. Some certain statements that he made on there over the weekend. He states that the current status of the UFC as he sees it now, I think it isn't really a sport anymore. And before I go elaborate on that for long, I will have to pause this contractual style podcast in a moment. I got other business to attend to. So I'll be right back. Alrighty, I am back. And as I was getting along, alrighty, it was a quick stay. Well, somewhat not quick stay, long statement on that. What Anderson Silva thinks about the state of the UFC as as it is right now. Alrighty. As stated on here during a recent interview with the Brazilian television show Combates News, Silva was stated to believe that the sale of WME IMG, he says it was a big risk for the promotion. He thinks it's a big risk because with Dana Lorenzo, well, he thinks the faces of the UFC on it was Dana and Lorenzo. It says on there when you don't have Dana and Lizzo, the good cop and the bad cop, as he says, it's kind of up in the air. Let's be positive. I believe everything will be all right. And that statement kind of goes along in there to what he thinks over there. That's the transition over there to WMEIMG being the owners on there. And that's recently after he believes what their vision for the company is. It's not so much of a good vision for it and the way that they're transitioning the things. He goes on long to states that it's the UFC, they're worried about, well, the company that runs the UFC, they're worried more about entertainment. And it's a company with history in mixed martial arts, the philosophy of the fight, so says. Yeah. That's one of the reasons why Jacare is not fighting for the title, because for them, it's not something profitable that will bring the entertainment they will need. This is what they did their entire lives, work with entertainment. We have to understand that it's hard because we think about martial arts, which is correct. For the show, for some fights make sense and others don't. They end up losing some fans but gaining some. He thinks they're trying to make it more entertaining and less martial arts. See, it's on there. And the MMA doesn't have the martial arts philosophy because it's becoming less about the sport and turning it more into entertainment, making it more into an entertainment style show. And that's what he thinks that the views on there, that the company and what they share and what they believe where the company's direction should go. And I would say it says so for one thing, probably going back into probably one of the first days on there that this news article was led on here. This is brought to you through here by MMA Fighting. Let's see source for this. It says on here that you don't have the Winslow and Petita there, everything's just kind of thrown into the water and everybody's being unknown about what the status of the company is headed. But for one thing, though, you can't be positive on him when you're not really, speaking good words about the new management company. The new members of management, I should say. Yeah, you can tell you must be positive, but you don't sound very positive at all. And forward to which I don't really blame him on that. I would sort of feel the same thing in there if I was him in the say so. Especially when you know it's upon the last standard amount of months on there. The quality per se of the fights over in the UFC has kind of been going steadily down and down and getting more and more low on the quality. And all in the sense on there, with the way that the company is going now, they are all they're purposely doing is trying to make this the most sensible big money fight that they can. Instead of looking through at the rankings on there and seeing the progression of the fighters on there going from fight to fight. And weaving out and choosing, the real guys that are worthy contenders or deserving title shots on it. But instead, it seems like they're more so kind of going towards the WWE range style of things, where you have everybody's over here slapping all trash, talking to each other, going through Twitter wars, having Instagramming beefs, all sorts of this bantery like that. And it's on here with every fight over here nowadays, they're just kind of going out talking their trash about the next fight that they announced that they're going to call out and fight next. It's been kind of a lot of that going on in a sense. This is kind of my before I'm looking through it through my eyes. And I would say it might have been really to me a bad move over there with this company. It doesn't really seem like they know the true ins and outs of mixed martial arts. And it does seem like they kind of undermine the way that the company's been running throughout, you know, these years, all the way since 1993 when they first started. You know, this kind of makes me think in a sense like, why would the UFC want to change anything now to try to become more mainstream? And why try to make more efforts to do that when the same old progressive work that you've been doing throughout all these years before the company ended up getting sold? I mean, and, the company ended up being sold. You kind of grown yourself and grown a large fan base on it, a large, expanding global fan base. You know, everybody over here watching along with the ranks of MMA and talking about all the famous fighters on there, from the Rouseys to the McGregors to the GSPs and Anderson Silvas and such. Well, they kind of own this issue. All we know about them. As progressively, at least casually, and more getting into the sport. Yeah, and kept denied the growing number of fans on there. And it's been steady on the decline. I mean, steady on the incline, I should say, not decline. But it's been going up thousands and thousands of fans pretty. Yeah, so look at me. That's what I think somebody needs to freaking go in there and try to straighten up uh, this management group of WNGI. Ooh, but WME, I just call them WME. Yeah, boy, these freaking 6 letters. Let's have to stay in the lane on it though. Like somebody needs to go in and try to freaking make some sense out of it. And try to guide these guys in there and let them know that you don't need to make all these necessary changes. It's just kind of as the old saying goes: if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Yeah. And from there, I think we're in that forever. Trying to bend on at least a little bit more better. And somewhat more banter along here. Alrighty then. There is always on there. We had nice frequent person. If I'm correct, might have been on Sunday on there with Chemo and Rampage. And it's kind of going off the heels of the announcement on Saturday. Chemo and Rampage was going to face off in March for Bellator 175. That'll be the initial. Should be their second matchup for that to be announced. As we all know from the first matchup going there. It went more of a woeful decision fight. So, but weird decision fight on there because it went towards my page over there, scoring the unanimous decision in the first fight, 29-28. Like all the scorecards read. Well, at least on that, that's how I scored it. No, it was definitely a unanimous decision from there on that first fight. But now then they're coming back on there. They're going to, as you said, stay forward and back. Over here for the rematch. Alrighty. And there's at least probably maybe a little bit of banter going on between Tito and Chael, at least over here still after this swim fight. Kind of a little bit controversial there towards the end of that fight after Chael was finished on there. Ortiz kind of held on to the choker for a little bit longer. And he has stayed on that he is not going to apologize on there for that choking until Chael apologizes to him. And I believe this was mostly off of the word, mostly off of the famous line quote on there that Chael said about his ex-wife. Your threats of apology towards me, come meet me on running this month. And then at the beach. At least I would chill. I'd probably say that. Yeah. I probably couldn't be chill. I probably could say it a little bit more wittiness. So I could. Well, let's see for that. We got that, and a little bit of news on here about going back to the other fight announcement, man. Matter of fact, let's listen to a little bit of the audio tape from it. This is from the press conference over here that was held on some Sunday. Yeah. Yes. Well, no, not Sunday. Actually, Saturday. I don't like you saying Sunday, but it was Saturday after the event. You gotta give it a moment. It's kind of something buffer stage buffer. I has to freaking do so. And there's that. All right, this should be it. And maybe it's not. And the blue hell. Just like my view, touch your head something set on here that everything falls apart. That's how it's done out here with this shitty casting and this shitty newscasting. Well. What's not me? I'm sorry about this, folks. Sometimes freaking technical difficulties can fuck up a broadcast at any time. Let's no time in out here, y'all. Let's try to fill up the line for this. Shizzle. I was trying to play a little bit of snippet on here, at least highlights on there. And I go start to go through try to play the whole press conference. But here's just a little bit of plenty of highlights on there. Should be going along here. This should be. Looks like from at least this instance highlight came over. Kind of talking about Rampage's weight. Where I guess most people probably don't understand the reason why I fight. I don't fight for fame or legacy or being a Hall of Fame
bills. You know, I got a bunch of kids I got to put through college. A couple I got to pay, bail money and lawyer fees.
Well, I probably should say to myself, well, probably not the true tidbit of it all. But this is rather go be somewhere below highlight though. It'll be probably a nice subtle mood mode of the press conference on it. It's probably gonna be maybe either shortly or maybe 2 minutes down the road where things start to get juicy.
So that's why I fight. You guys can keep the legacy of fame, stuff like that. It's good. You don't think about it sometimes, but when you run to like a teenage kid or somebody and say they look up to you and say they started MMA because they saw you fight and stuff like that, then it hits home for that moment, and I feel good that I made an impact in somebody's life, and then you forget about it a couple days later.
All right, cheers to all. But to anybody who's watching, it doesn't matter if you're watching now or watching later.
I am not in the best shape that I've been in the past, but I've been doing a lot of good things. I've been lifting a lot of weights, and because I wanted to go to heavyweight. Because I'm too old to be cutting weight 205. My ass is too big. I got a big ass. I got big ass legs. I shouldn't be fighting at 205. I'm just a big guy now. But I'm glad that Kimo kind of unasked me because I train really hard. I hate it. I train really hard, and I'll be fight ready by March 31st. I'm waiting to see you, big man. But it hurt my feelings though, King. You called me fat. They hit home because I am out of shape. They hit home though. That was a low blow. That's the truth. But I ain't said nothing about your ugly ass mustache, beard combo. I haven't said nothing that's true. This hit home like that. I haven't get on your ugly ass ears like a damn gremlin. I haven't hit home on you yet. That was a low blow. You can tell with my ears, man. I earned these ears from wrestling. It's cool. The beard, I ain't get cleaned up my barber before I came, so that should have stopped by your barber. But the thing is, you should quit. You talking about lifting weights? You lifting donuts. You know what I'm saying? And beard. Oh, that hurts. You talking about you got big arms from curling. I got big arms and wrinkles. No, man, I've been lifting. Listen, I heard you're training with Kobayashi. The better be the, you know what I'm saying, for this. Kobayashi, the hot dog eater. That's who they're training with.
The fucking thing. They're going off to reach for this. That's kind of funny. What they said that we call this ugly ass mustache. Let's come on.
The fuck is he talking about? He's really hurting my feelings right now. Damn. This is going to give me a lot of fuel, a lot of motivation to train really hard, extra hard. Man, we having a press conference back here.
And they'll sound like the motherfuckers sound like they're in the bingo hall back there. Yeah. But I guess it's sort of what you get though. You fuck around doing Freddie Mac casinos. Those shitty. Gotta be how shitty those fuckers would be.
His birthday must have been 2 weeks ago. I know Tito. He's cooking everything. His birthday had to be at least 2 weeks ago.
This question is for both Rampage and for King Mo. Right here. What will be different from the first fight as opposed to this fight coming up?
You asking both of us?
What will be different about?
What will be different?
Yes.
I honestly did want a rematch as soon as the bell was done and I didn't knock out King Mo. I immediately want a rematch because he talked so much smack. I really did want to knock him out. But I've gained so much more respect for King Mo since I followed him because I trained wrestling really hard and he still out wrestled me and everything. And I think this fight would be a lot different because I know that he's not going to stand up with me at all. So this training camp is going to be basically a wrestling camp, and I can say that right now because I don't care if he knows that because we all know King Mo ain't going to stand up with me. We all know it's going to be a wrestling match.
Fuck that, like that. You're right on that, Rampage. You're definitely right.
But what people don't know about me is that I'm a true mixed martial artist. I may not show it all the time, but I do want to prove it. And now that you think I'm old and fat and out of shape, I do have to show him what type of fighter I am. And I do want to knock him out.
Well, I know you work a lot on your boxing.
Shit, I hope he can knock him out. Shit. Kind of gone long fucking too long. Went out one anyway, Rampage.
So, just coming back from that, I mean, he says you want to wrestle. I mean, I know you're confident in your boxing. Can you talk about that?
He's talking about, he's trying to use reverse psychology. He's like, I know boy ain't gonna stand. It's MMA. If you want to stand, you can fight Bellator kickboxing, or you can test it up with PBC and get knocked out by them boys. But come March 31st, you get knocked out by me. I know, you talking about I ain't got hands. I've seen you swing wild. But I'm gonna box you up. If I want to wrestle you, I'll wrestle you. You're gonna wrestle me. It ain't no surprise. Listen, it's MMA. I'm gonna do everything to you. Yeah, it's good. I'm gonna do everything to you. And you kind of feel like a turtle right now. So if I put you in your bag, you ain't getting up. Okay. I'm strong, Mo. I'm strong. I've been lifting a lot of weights. A lot of donuts. I'm strong. Nah, it's not all fat up under here. It's muscles. Muscles are bigger than Scott's head.
This fight might take place, and also I assume it will be a 3-round fight.
Oh, fucking man. I just got Kobe Dude cock out about fucking wide ass head. Fucked up ass receiver hairline, too. Golly, his shit is way back there, down near the back of his head. These niggas hurry up and cut that hair. Fucking A.
He don't want no 5-round fight. I'm down for whatever. If you want to do a 5-round fight, we can do a 5-round fight. But I know you ain't want that. I know you ain't want that. You're right. I don't want no 5-round fight. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all not like it for real. Ain't for no belt. No fight.
Yeah, the answer to the question is that this will be a 3-round fight. And the location, we're negotiating with a couple of places that we just couldn't finish the deal time today, so we thought we'd announce the fight. Everybody else might hear about the fight, and then we'll have the location early next week.
Guys, we'll take one or two more.
Oh, yeah. I was gonna say about that though. I believe the location Lisa Ringo to say now it's gonna be probably out of one of 3 places, kind of either going to be out close towards Atlanta, Georgia. Out of there, it's gonna be in Wichita, Kansas, or possibly out on San Jose, California. San Jose, California. Probably ain't too far around where Vinny lives.
How's it coming up?
Guys, Quentin, I have a question for you. After you guys fought the first time, right away you basically offered a rematch. So how did you feel when that scorecard was read the first time? Did you believe that you really won?
Yeah, I knew that I won because I'm a fighter. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I thought I lost the fight, I would have said, yeah, I lost the fight. He won. If you guys go back when I fought Ninja before I lost, I expressed that. I thought I lost the fight. I'm a true fighter. I have honor when it comes to fighting. I just think I think King Mo did a lot, but I just don't think he did enough to win the fight. I think it was a close fight. I just don't think he did enough. All I had was a scratch from when he grazed me with his glove on my face, and he looked like he got kicked in the face by a mule. And that's a fight. I think I did more punishment. I think he took me down. I don't really remember the fight that much now, but I remember after I watched the fight and what I did, I was like, you know what, I don't want a rematch with King Mo because I felt like I just got leg humped most of the fight. So I changed my mind. Like, I don't want to fight a wrestler again. I wanted to fight somebody that's going to stand up and throw. But my coach is like, there's not a lot of guys that's going to stand toe to toe and fight. Like, MMA is not like it used to be. You guys remember MMA evolved really fast. It used to be fighters. They used to get in the cage and just go toe to toe and fight and put on a great exciting fight. But now it's all about that W, no matter how you get it. So I understand, like I said, I got a lot of respect for King Mo, but this is going to be a totally different fight because I know he can talk all he wants, box all he wants. I know that he's going to wrestle with me because as soon as I lay hands on him one time, he's going to go down for the shot. I already know this because I already fought him. So I already know what he has.
Matt Mitrione mentioned that he thought he was maybe going to fight you before he signed on to fight Fedor. Is that somebody you would have, preferred as a non-wrestler person?
Yeah, I think Mitrione would have been a very exciting fight. It would have been a big test for me, like I said, because I hate fighting southpaws. I don't think I ever lost to a southpaw, but I really hate fighting them. And Mitrione been wanting to fight me ever since damn Ultimate Fighter. I think that would have been a very exciting fight, and I'm not opposed to fighting him in the future. But
And Mo, did you feel after that fight, your first fight with Quentin, did that take away the sting at all? That he offered you a rematch, basically right there in the cage?
It's like this: when a fighter really wins the fight, they don't ask for a rematch. That'd be stupid. That'd be like Floyd asking Pacquiao for a rematch. If a fighter wins, they move on to the next. They don't go to the person they fought and they lost to and be like, hold up, let me get a rematch. Especially if they think they won. Look at all you gotta do is when I do the promotion for this, zoom in on Quentin's face and zoom in on his corner's face. The head was down. Quentin, the crowd started leaving. You saw the Quentin Rampage chains and shirts on the ground. Everybody was leaving because they know he lost. And then when he won, he looked shot. You know what I'm saying? When I win, I don't look shot.
how many people in this room thought he won? Be honest. How many people in this room saw that fight and thought he won?
They ain't gonna say nothing.
No, keep it real. Y'all know me. I keep it real. How many people in this room? Raise your hand. You thought he won. You know what I'm saying? You probably trained with him. I think that's the only people that thought that King Mo won is mostly his
Sherlock had the top 5 worst decisions of the year.
Did they?
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. Straight up. Yes, I know they did for a fact. Sherlock. Most MMA media have me winning. Straight up.
What?
Most MMA media have me winning.
What? How can you hop on somebody's leg and win a fight though?
I guess it's like this. That's the past. But come March 31st, it's gonna be bad.
You gonna see her on my leg? That's all you gonna try to do.
Like he shut that fool down up there, don't you? So that they say, how the hell you gonna win a fight? We just sitting there humping my leg. Humping my leg. And he just kind of sat up there, just freaking try to say something, just swept the bag, like just started talking trash again. Like, no, that's the path. You could Friday, March 31st. March 31st, I'm gonna win that fight. That was fun.
You have a love affair with my legs. You have a crush on my legs. Can you say?
You say all you want to try to crack these jokes?
You like my legs?
It's like this. You ain't the same fighter you was when we fought.
You're right.
You heavy foot, you fat, and I'm healthy.
I won't be fat on the day.
Oh, you gonna be fat? You probably about two. Make sure your weight's in about 235. But I have a feeling you'll be at 255. You're gonna lose 5 pounds from count.
No.
You're gonna still be fat. Mark my words.
I'm glad you.
You eat all that pork like you normally do. Drink that soda. Smoke them Black and Miles.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You still coming out of shape. Watch.
Hey, guess what? I can beat you with 1 week of training camp.
Okay, think that.
You won the mentor. All you do is throw like a fake punch and you go for the shot.
I know.
I already know what you do.
Train for a week.
No, I'm training my ass off. This is very motivating. I'm training my ass. I'm already training my
I want to be motivated.
I am.
Okay.
I am. And this time you won't be thinking that you won. It won't be no doubt. You'll be laid out.
Okay. Just like last time.
And that's the only reason why I was disappointed because I wanted to knock him out. I thought he was going to sleep. That's the only reason why I asked for a rematch. He's right though. Normally people don't ask for a rematch if they thought they won. You know what I'm saying? In my head, yeah. I wanted a damn knockout. So I wasn't pleased with my performance. That's all I could hear. All I could hear in my head was GSP. You know what I'm saying? I'm not impressed with your performance. That's all I could hear in my head because he wasn't knocked out.
Tyler,
That's what I want.
you're corny, man. Straight up. You sound one of the people that support Donald Trump. Yeah, be on CNN spinning things. You sound corny. Yeah, you sound corny. Now, next question.
What?
All right, guys. Actually, we're gonna wrap it up right now. We'll have these guys
Yeah, please wrap this
together,
shit up.
get together for a photo op, and then we'll bring in the fighters from Bellator 170. Thank you.
Man, about Donald Trump.
Oh, the fucking day. Man, that was completely out of left field. The fuck was that even short up for, buddy? Oh, fucking day. All right. At least from there, though, we have Bellator 171, which is coming up this Friday. We held in some Vidimat casino. Yeah, some Vidimat style hotel casino out in Wichita, Kansas. Which looks like I have to mark that city out. Oh, yeah. Fucking hell. I feel developed in my belly. Yeah. Kind of feel bored back there now from fucking chemo joke. That was kind of a slow, steady joke. You need to do better than that. At least that was a little bit from there. Highlights from there. Press conference. And from the list of it, probably only the main highlight from there, though. Yeah, pretty sure. Well, there's possibly nobody watching now. I'm pretty sure this is not going to be able to be seen by anyone. I'm on the way to killing this channel. Alrighty. And that seems to be all from the news from there. Well, that seems to be all from the news spread out there from the Bellator sport landscape, period. And with that being said, I think I'll go ahead and call this to an end. So I'll shout out. I'll be signing out. I'll see you guys soon. If possible, though, I might contradict myself again and possibly do a Raw and SmackDown review. And a better review than the last one on there. Because I'll try to invite back the whale, the myth, the legless fat bastard. That is Osiris. I don't know. Then again, though, oh man, he's not really a fat bastard or all that. He's kind of a cool guy. I think he might bring some good content on this channel. Yeah, man, he's a friend. I think he's a good friend. I think I might go ahead and text on here. Because you know why? That's what friends do. Oh, well. Kind of an inside joke from there. If the very few who will watch this video probably will get. And maybe some who know about the story, they probably get that too. Well, until then, this is Lone Wolf signing out. And I'll possibly maybe come in and stream it maybe somewhere around Wednesday afternoon, possibly. This probably look for me on that day. Unless of that, or unless of just any sort of wild and crazy ass news that pops up on there. And speaking of news on there, probably before I let you go on there, hell, seems expected on there that a lot of reports coming in that Donald Trump is going to make an executive order to renegotiate the NAFTA bill. That's the North American Free Trade Agreement Act. And not only for, well, I should say just inside the bill, it's just going to renegotiate the borderline security of the agreement of kind of shared business among the three countries on there, the economies, and all sorts of border trade stock. Border trade stock. Border trade stocks. And planning to renegotiate those bills. He's expected to put out this order at any time soon on here today. All I can say is let the world be safe. And let's just hope that nothing too extreme happens out here for the next few years. And that being said, this is Lone Wolf repeating myself again, saying, trying to end this shit. I will actually get the fuck out now. And see you guys later. Adios.